Welcome back. Well, that's the global picture, though it's hardly mattered for India. You get a feeling that for how long can that continue? Are we finally going to play catch up? Let's ask that question to Mehraboon Irani, who's now joining us. Mehraboon, hi, good morning. Thanks a lot for joining us. Mehraboon, your big call when the month started was on ACC and Ambuja. I've seen remarkable moves. Hand on heart, even you would not have thought that the move would be this big in such a small time. But what next? For those who are holding, what's the call? And for those who have missed out, what's the call?
See, Anuj, I think if one looked at Ambuja as a separate entity, proper entity, I think this was a stock which had remained ignored for a long time. And so was ACC. And let's do one thing that Holcim, despite the great reputation it has done a little bit of disservice by possibly not doing too many things, not being very aggressive, where Ambuja lost market share. Now, the general perception about Mr. Gautam Adani and the Adani group is they are somebody with a Midas touch. Whatever they touch goes up. Let's keep that point out. But the point is the management, the Adani group, had clearly stated they want this capacity to go up to 100 million tons. Now, what happened to Ambuja and ACC as separate entities was they lost market share. Not much was done. They were not very aggressive wholesale. And Ultratech in the meantime went on increasing its capacity, a capacity of over 110, 120 million tons today. The gap widened considerably. Ambuja lost a little bit as far as even margins goes because of the royalty that they were paying to wholesale and many other factors. Now with Adani coming in, we very well know that as far as raw material goes, fly ash will come from Adani Power. Imported coal, which will happen also, there is a linkage between the Adani Group companies and what is going to happen to Ambuja. Ambuja and ACC both have great cash in the books, which I'm sorry to state the analyst community has still not brought it out as of now to prospective and present investors. So I think really 5,000 to 6,000 crore cash is there as far as Ambuja and ACC goes. Now this is going to add to fresh capacity later on. Ambuja is also, Adanis are also planning to raise money in Ambuja. So if you look at all these things, a 31, 32 million ton capacity in ACC and Ambuja respectively could easily go up to 45, 50 million tons, maybe over the next few months or 1 year, depending on whether they go in for inorganic acquisition or organic or greenfield expansion. I don't think they have got the patience to go in for greenfield expansion because it possibly happens over the next 3-4 years. So I think somewhere the valuation gap between Ultratech on one side and Ambuja and ACC on the other should narrow down considerably. And I personally believe that if you have an address coming to analyst community by the Adani management, the new management which will take over, I think that will do enough for analysts to go back to the drawing board and possibly start upgrading the stock. I'm seeing that happening. So that is the reason why. Now the question is, 380 rupees becoming the present level of 525, is it too late to buy? If you are an investor, I don't think it's too late to buy. Yeah. It is distinctly possible that the market will give it the valuation which Ambuja and ACC deserve after 3 years. Maybe they will do it in a hurry over the next few months. So a price of even a 600, 700, if it comes, it will definitely become a very expensive stock. Answer is yes. Because what is going to happen over the next 2-3 years, the market will start discounting it right now. That normally happens many times in many stocks. As a result of which I had mentioned also, I think less than 10 days ago, that Ambuja was a no-brainer, and I added ACC also recently told you when I was interviewed by you. So I think even now, I would say that they are the best bets in the cement pack. They have gone up sharply. They could consolidate, they could correct a little bit. But I personally believe the next move as far as the stock prices of Ambuja and ACC goes is possibly going to happen maybe after a correction or maybe non-stop. That I wouldn't know. But somewhere the stock will become extremely expensive because market will discount the next 3 years earnings maybe in 2022 itself. I'm not ruling it out.
Okay. Mehraboon, just stay on. We have some information on the telecom space, so I do want your views on that.